Yes, students, Bohr had given us a postulates. As per the postulates, he quantized the energy for the electron. He said energy for the electron in orbit is fixed. And what is the formula for that energy? Formula for the energy, En is equal to minus 1313, interesting number, 1313, divided by n square into z square. What is the unit for that? Kilojoule per mole. Oh, mole means Avogadro's number, 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. For those many electrons, this much energy will be there. So let us understand this. Here, it is a minus sign. Why minus sign? Minus sign means what? Yes, wait. For that, you should understand the basics of energy. Energy is a ability to perform the work. And when scaled people were preparing, then in such electrostatic process of attraction, two options were for them. When very strong attraction, means suppose electron merge in the nucleus, they are considered energy at zero and accordingly scale up the other. So everything will be positive. And other option was, let us consider when there is a no interaction, no attraction and no repulsion, let us consider energy at 0, 0. And if there is attraction, negative potential, negative energy. More attraction, more negative will be the energy. Means mathematically low energy, less attraction, further less attraction, and no attraction, no repulsion, middle situation, average situation, zero energy. And when there is a repulsion, positive, highest repulsion, more positive. So highest attraction, most negative, highest repulsion, most positive. That will be the energy. And actually here only potential energy is not there. Bohr did calculation or describe this energy as summation of both energies, summation of two kinds of energies. Which are those? Yes, kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy will be always positive because it is half mv square. M means mass of the electron. It will not be negative. Velocity, pair of that is there. So there is no chance at all to it should be what the negative. But potential energy can be negative. So negative potential energy indicates there is a attraction, and this potential energy is more higher than that of the kinetic energy. Therefore, net energy is negative. Just the basis for this negative charge I had given to you. Now see, number 1313 came. Now how this 1313 came? It is a multiplication of Rydberg constant, speed of the light, and Planck's constant, and unit conversion. One can try for that, and if question comes, ask me, I'll describe it in detail. But timing, remember, it is just after simplification of the main formula, this number 1313 came. Z square. Oh, what is Z? Z is a atomic number. Atomic number means number of protons. Means it is charge on the nucleus. Nuclear charge. Nuclear power. So energy directly proportional means the timing I am considering what? Sign is not there. Then we can consider energy is proportional to square of the charge. And what is N? N is the, yes, orbit number. You can consider the level number. But Bohr considered nucleus at the center, then electrons in various levels, stationary orbits, and those orbits are labeled as 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 and all those natural numbers are there, those integers are there, those are nothing but N. So as orbit number increases, means from 1 if I go to the 2, 3, 4, then energy will increase or decrease? Energy will increase because it is inversely proportional. So inversely proportional, so energy should decrease. But pay attention, there is a negative sign. Negative sign, therefore mathematically we say there is increase in the energy. So What is the understanding of this equation? What is equation? En is equal to minus 1313 Z square upon n square kilojoule per mole. See here kilojoule, kilo as a coefficient, k is small there. Because of that, that number 1313 came. And it is for 1 mole, keep in mind, 1 mole of the electrons. If they are there, then this much energy will be there. Energy per particle. Suppose other things are kept constant. Then if Z increases, energy will decrease because negative sign. And if orbit number increases, in general way you will think energy should decrease, but here it is increasing because of negative sign. So that pay attention to that negative sign. So energies of various orbits we can find out. For whom? For those species to whom we can apply Bohr's model. To whom we can apply Bohr's model? Bohr's model is applicable to hydrogen and hydrogen-like species. Means to hydrogen we can apply. Hydrogen-like means exactly what? We can apply this Bohr's model to He+. He means how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there, helium, atomic state. But we are removing 1 electron and we are forming He+. So how many electrons are left now? 1 electron. This Bohr's model we can apply for Li plus 2. Lithium, basically in atom, how many electrons are there? 3. But plus 2 means 2 electrons we are removing. So after removal of 2 electrons, how many electrons will be left now in Li plus 2? 1 electron. We can apply this to B plus 3, beryllium plus 3. Beryllium, how many electrons are in the atomic state? 4 minus 3. Why 3? Because 3 positive charge is there, no? And that is obtained by removal of electron. So 3 electrons are removed, therefore we are subtracting. So 4 minus 3, 1. So you will understand this Bohr's model we are applying for hydrogen and hydrogen-like means 1 electron possessing systems. 1 electron possessing ions. Though electron is 1, atomic numbers are different. Helium, atomic number is 2. Beryllium, atomic number is 4. Likewise, carbon plus 5 if you see, atomic number will be 6. So for different systems, you will get different kinds of energies. So let us find out as an example, energy for lowest ground state, stable hydrogen means atomic number 1. So substitute Z is equal to 1. And first orbit means, first energy level means N is equal to 1. Substitute the value, you will get simple answer. Minus 1313 kilojoule per mole. Likewise, you have to find out energies for the orbits up to 6 and then last infinity. Means energy for N is equal to 1, N is equal to 2, N is equal to 3, N is equal to 4, N is equal to 5, N is equal to 6. And at last, N is equal to infinity. Infinity means what I wanted to say. Infinity means such a large orbital where nucleus cannot reach. Nucleus cannot pay the attention to the electron. That means for that hydrogen nuclei or in that hydrogen atom, it will be N is equal to infinity. Means electron is free now. Electron just come out from the nuclear force of attraction. It is not fetching any kind of attraction. It is simply removed. That is called N is equal to infinity. So that also you have to find out. Now it is for whom? Hydrogen, okay. Likewise, other hydrogen-like species, He plus, Li plus 2 and B plus 3. In tabular form, you have to find out the energy. And as an exercise, you have to report value of N, value of orbit number for hydrogen, for helium plus, for lithium plus 2, for barium plus 3. Where energy of that orbit is minus 1313 kilojoule per mole. And what you have to report in exercise? What is the value of N? What is the value of N for hydrogen? For example, N is equal to 1. What will happen for He plus? What will happen for Li plus 2? What will happen for B plus 3? That you have to find out, students. It is your exercise. Just what do you think? From hydrogen, suppose if I go to helium, atomic number increases or decreases? Increases. So Z value is increasing. So in order to get the same value, the value of N should increase or decrease? It should increase. Where the increase is there? That you have to find out. Just for the sake of brevity, I represent the table here. But I want students, you have to work to find out the answers. Why you have to work? Because when you work over there, then automatically you will remember the formula. In spite of technically remembering the formula, if you work for such problems over there, you remember. What is the formula? Energy En is equal to minus 1313 Z square upon N square. Kilojoule per mole. Now second application. We can use these calculations to determine ionization energy. What is ionization energy? Energy needed to remove the electron. Where is electron? It is in atom. It is attracted by the nucleus. So against that attraction, we have to apply the energy and we have to excite the electron in such a way it will leave this atom. It will not experience any kind of attraction. So how much energy we should provide? Whatever the stability of this atom is there, what the stability of this electron is there, that much amount of energy we have to supply. Means, suppose if I have to find out energy needed to remove the electron from first orbit of hydrogen, means ionization of electron present in first orbit of hydrogen, then what I should consider? What is stability? Stability is by 1313 kilojoule per mole. Then provide that much energy. Stability means minus sign was given, represented there. So how much energy I should provide? I should provide such an energy equivalent to 1313 kilojoule per mole. Means to excite 1 mole of electron, that much amount of energy I need to provide. So I will get answer for ionization energy in terms of what? Joule, kilojoule or joule per mole. So what is the ionization energy for helium plus to remove electron in first orbit? That is a second exercise. So what you have to do? You have to answer in the comment box. Every student is expected to answer. What is the first exercise? A value of N where the energy is minus 1313 kilojoule per mole. Now third application of this Bohr's model is to find out energy which can be absorbed or energy which can be emitted. At that time emission spectra will have studied, people were knowing. So explanation for that emission spectra, explanation for that spectrum, emission line spectrum. Have you heard this line spectrum word before? Yes, I told you. While explaining the Balmer experiment, what Balmer noted, 4 lines are there, 4 colors are there, which were emitted from heated hydrogen. Which colors were there? Now we have to find out. Now we have to prove how and why those colors were observed. But before that, let you know how to find the answers for that. Now what is the situation? We know the energy levels. We know the energy. To move from lower energy to higher energy, what is expected? Electron should get heat. Electron should get radiation. Electron should get energy. Then it will move to higher energy level. And if suppose reverse thing happens, electron went to higher energy level and is returning down, is coming down, then it will emit that much amount of energy. Which energy? Equivalent to difference in that energy levels. If we know energy, if we know the energy of emitted light, emitted photon, can we find its wavelength? Yes. What is the formula? E is equal to right hc upon lambda, and with that we can get the wavelength emitted. So the line spectrum of the various atoms or various observations we can explain. Let me consider electron in hydrogen atom and it is in third orbit. So what is the energy of third orbit? Can we find out that? Or we work on that? And I want that electron in third orbit is returning to first orbit. What is the energy of first orbit? That also we can find out. So difference in that energy will explain us energy emitted or absorbed. Electron is coming from top to bottom, then energy will be absorbed or emitted from high energy to low energy. So it will give energy. So energy will emit. So which energy will emit? What is the wavelength of that energy? What is the wavelength of the photon emitted? That I want. Because radiation will be electromagnetic radiation, and that is what the photon. So let us find out energy for third orbit. E3 is equal to minus 1313 Z. What is Z for hydrogen? 1. So 1 square. Divided by N square. So 3 square. You will get the answer. Energy for that third orbit is equal to minus 146 kilojoule per mole. And energy for first orbit minus 1313 kilojoule per mole. Do subtraction, you will get the answer. This energy is in kilojoule per mole. And what I want now, I want energy of photon. Photon is only one photon. I don't want mole. I don't want such 1 mole of electronic transition. I want only one transition. So this energy for 1 mole of the transition. Mole means Avogadro's number. What is Avogadro's number? 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So what I need to do? I should divide this value of energy by Avogadro's number. So what will be the answer? That will be the energy for 1 photon. If I get energy for 1 photon, then what I need to do? E is equal to hc upon lambda is our formula. I want lambda. So lambda is equal to h upon EC. And you will get answer in terms of meter. And suitably you can convert in nanometer or picometer. So it is the one example that I have shown to you. Now as an exercise student, you have to find out wavelength emitted due to return of electron from third level of hydrogen to second level of hydrogen. Is it clear? So I want wavelength in nanometer. Is it clear? So students, now I had given 3 exercises. The first, I want orbit number for hydrogen, for helium plus, for lithium plus 2, for beryllium plus 3, where energy is same, minus 1313 kilojoule per mole. Second exercise is, I want ionization energy for electron in first orbit of He plus. And third exercise is, I want wavelength emitted during return of electron from third orbit to second orbit of hydrogen. So students, all those 3 questions answered should be in the comment box. I am waiting for your reply and I'll go through your replies.